Hey everyone, Not As Fan here, Sports Gaming Universe. Very special night here. Been invited out to the WWE 2K16 and 2K Supercard event. Going to meet some superstars tonight. Going to get to play WWE 2K16 for the first time. Very honored to be out here with my fellow YouTube friends. Going to check out the game because we've got press passes. There it is. That's going to get us the chance to play the game tonight. So let's check it out here. All right, so as my intro said, we had a crazy night here at the SummerSlam 2K16 media event. There was red carpet entrances here. As you see behind that crowd, you have superstars arriving, doing interviews, taking pictures, and heading on in to the event area there. Big party here. Stone Cold Steve Austin kicked it off with a keynote speech talking about the game and his involvement in it. He talked about when you get a call from Vince McMahon himself saying you want him to be on the cover of a video game and represent WWE 2K16. He said he could not turn that down. And he also talked about how he was really impressed that they really did some thorough research into his career for the story mode in the game. And there was some things that he even forgot about of his career. So it was really detailed. Obviously, the Bellas were there. Later on in the night, we had a performance by Fabulous. He entertained the crowd right there. On the main stage, you got Seth Rollins, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He was there doing interviews and press. You got Dolph Ziggler right here as he is entertaining the masses as well. Sheamus, Tubby Emu, and we had a chance to interview Sheamus. Well, Tubby interviewed him. I was doing the camera work. You can see that on Tubby Emu's channel. But it was fun talking to Sheamus. But the real reason us YouTubers were there, this was all fun with the press and everything, but we were there to check out the video game, first and foremost. You see CM Pulse and Tony Pizza Guy there. Tubby and I were in the background playing in another console there. But you see some screenshots from the game. These are some screenshots that haven't been released prior to this, but they wanted us to get this out here with our impressions. And you see some pretty cool shots, including the Lucha Dragons and the Primetime Players, and now Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yep, they had a playable episode from the Stone Cold storyline series that you're going to be able to play, the story mode in the game, and we're getting right to some actual video footage from that 2K was nice enough to send over. So we got to play through the very first one here, detailing his King of the Ring victory over Jake the Snake Roberts. As you see, this is going on here. So as all the other storylines you've seen before, going to jump right back in time, back in history, and going to play through a lot of the big moments of Stone Cold Steve Austin's career. And obviously it kicked off big time by winning the King of the Ring tournament. So you see some straight gameplay from the mode, very similar to what we've seen before in the other story modes, whether it be 30 years of WrestleMania, or whether it was the Attitude Era, or last year's game where we highlighted a lot of rivalries in the history of the WWE. So you got the new pinfall system here, just a little different, threw me off. Playing for the first couple games, realizing that you don't hold down on that X button and then release. You hit it when it gets in that zone. So once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, I can dig this system. I'm understanding it now. So it was nice just to get kind of hands-on to understand that. It's seen some IGN videos or whatever the exclusives were before, but to actually get the hands-on and feel how that worked, I definitely understand it now. So as you see, Stone Cold working in on a victory here over Jake the Snake. Yeah, let's see if he can hit the stunner on him and end this thing. That's the objective, obviously, right there. Oh, here we go. Jake the Snake Roberts is going to get the stunner. And looks like Stone Cold's going to take his victory. So obviously you want to get those objectives as you go, just like the story mode has been before. But a little piece of news that Stone Cold passed along here about this mode. JR is in here on commentary, and he is. I should have probably actually played the commentary because you can hear him. JR joins the commentary team to make this even more authentic and realistic, throwing it back in time. Now note, this is only during the Stone Cold storyline playing through that. He's not on the main announced team here. but we've added JBL to the main announced team, and as you see, the entrance for the Lucha Dragons. Now, it was fun playing with the Luchas. It was fun playing with a lot of the characters. We had about, I think, 8 playable characters, 8 to 10. I think maybe it was 10 that we had at our disposal here for checking out the game at the event. The Lucha Dragons were 2 of those. As you see, their high-flying entrance, a lot of fun. And these guys and their movesets were a lot of fun to play with in the matches as well. Now, one thing you will not see in these video clips, but that I can report on in my impressions, is that the new system to be able to rush out of the ring and ambush someone during their entrance is really cool. It actually is really cool. You can ambush them at the top of the stage, which is quite interesting because then you come up from behind them. You can ambush them when they're coming down the ramp, which then you would leave the ring to go get them. We tested that several times because it was just kind of fun, and it was actually really fun in the way that when you would do that, if you went after somebody like Cesaro or Tyson Kidd, where they've got their entrance attire, they were full out fighting in their entrance attire then. I mean, that's something you really didn't get a chance to do otherwise in a situation like that. And now we move on to Kevin Owens and Finn Bálor, and I have to say, I'm in love with playing as Kevin Owens in this game. I love his moveset. I mean, I was excited when I saw he was on the list there that we could choose to play with, but actually getting in there and using him, I was beyond thrilled. It was a lot of fun, and we were noticing that we had some really good matches going, not only with like these two, but we really had a good sense of like pace in our matches, had a lot of good back and forth. The way they limit the reversals now, I think helps the pace of a match a lot because you got to be careful when you use them. You can't just spam that, and it's a lot of back and forth, give and take. You see right there, a nice job by Finn Bálor grabbing the rope there to get a rope break. Very nice play by him right there. You see teasing the package pile driver and doing the side one right there. He does actually have the full-blown package pile driver as a secondary finisher, but there you see the pop-up power bomb, and Kevin Owens gets a victory. So, yes, I am so psyched to be using Kevin Owens in this game. I have a feeling he will be one of my go-tos more often than not. So, after using Kevin Owens, we tested a lot with like Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. And as a matter of fact, the next footage coming up is Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. Tubby Emu and I had some really good matches, or at least a good match between the two of them. And things that really stood out in my mind that I took away from playing this is not only the pacing, but there are so many new reactions and like real emotions shown here. You might not see it quite as much in this footage as you see Suplex City in action right here, but there were many times where Brock Lesnar would get a 2 count, a 2.5 count, but could not get the victory. And he just kind of sat there, sitting up and just gasping for air and looking like he was in disbelief. So we had a lot of cool moments like that where both wrestlers were visibly gassed. You've got the new submission system. I can't remember if we've seen that here. This is still the minigame, chain wrestling. This is where you can kind of gain your stamina back while draining your opponents, and it's a good way to kind of pace the match yet again, kind of slowing things down if you feel it's going out of your control. So you see a lot of that. The new submission system is very much like the UFC games, where you kind of have to spin the wheel and stay away from your opponents from covering you, because that'll trigger the submission. So that is new as well. You see Seth Rollins' moveset is great in this game. It was a lot of fun playing as everybody in this one, but I just, again, was blown away by Kevin Owens. I was blown away. You see a dirty pin right there is going to get Seth Rollins a victory. Crazy. Anyway, this game was awesome.
All right, guys, we had a crazy night here tonight at the WWE 2K16 event. There's superstars everywhere. Miz just walked in. I saw the Bellas a little while ago. We talked, Tubby talked to Sheamus here. We've been talking to superstars, hanging out, playing the game. The game looks awesome so far. I don't know, we had some good matches, Tubby Emu and I. Just testing some things out, having a lot of fun with it so far. So really looking forward to getting to play that more. But this event's been amazing. Just tons of people here. You see it's crazy behind me. So For now, I'm just going to say goodbye. It's been a lot of fun. And just hoping to do one of these again if they'll have us back. This is great. All right, WWE 2K16, we're out.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and join the SGU team. Subscribe right here on YouTube to get daily videos from SGU, as well as frequent live streaming events. Give us a follow on Twitter for up-to-the-minute information on channel uploads. And last but not least, check out the SGU Facebook page. So what are you waiting for? Join in on the fun today.